This is Dan Conde, Senior Analyst of the Enterprise Strategy Group. Today we're going to examine sentiments on what networks do for IT organizations. We want to delve into what networks do beyond its core purpose of being a transport and a form of plumbing. We asked 300 IT organizations to what extent they agree or disagree with some statements regarding their network infrastructure. We'll quote the strongly agree numbers, but you can see all the numbers in our research report on network modernization. Starting at the bottom, we look at the network as a cost center. You can almost consider it as a piece of the landscape and at worst, a necessary evil. 16% strongly agree. Now, I don't find that surprising that it's not at zero, but I also find it interesting that it's not at a higher ranked answer. Now, moving higher, we see more interesting observations on what the network enables as opposed to what it does. Now, that's a subtle but important difference. What it does is to move packets from point A to point B. What it enables is that secondary effects, and it's more interesting from an end user and business perspective. Now, security comes up as a negative in a sense that 21% agree that the network enables security breaches and deserves more scrutiny. One can say that if you want a secure system, you could unplug it from the network. And that's a joke, but there's a grain of truth in that. Next higher is that it is a strategic asset that can enable new revenue sources, coming in at 23%. And now that's quite interesting since it is the opposite of the lowest ranked one. In other words, a network can drive better business results and perhaps better interactions with customers. Although we did not ask specifics, I can list some examples. Location-based services to identify customers in a store and understand their behavior. Providing good Wi-Fi to draw customers into a coffee shop. Less obvious is its role in the back end, such as better interactions from web resources, such as quicker responses to your video or web catalog, perhaps using a good content delivery network or CDN. Finally, the top one, advanced analytics provides a better way to provide service at 27%. Almost everything flows through the network, whether it is the end user access to apps, machine-to-machine interactions for IoT, or microservices communicating with each other. Some people claim that the network does not lie, and that is true. Client agent software can be compromised, and logs may be incomplete. But if point A needs to communicate with point B, it needs to go through the network, and you can analyze that. So this shows that networks are not, for most people, a piece of plumbing. It is a key part of infrastructure that can generate more insights, help find new revenue sources, but also needs to be scrutinized for its ability to enable security breaches. No matter what part you agree with, I hope you do not consider it just as a cost center, but a key part of infrastructure that is important and can affect your business in fundamental ways.